I am more. I am more than a number on a test. I am more than a grade on a paper. I am a special person. The American education system is flawed. Ask any student, teacher, or parent, and they're going to tell you the same thing. Bright, young children go in, and depressed, anxious shells come back out. The system is creating workers for factories from several decades ago, instead of encouraging and creating these young entrepreneurs that dominate our business world today, have a good chance of saving the world as we know it. The answer isn't more standardized testing. No. The answer is encouragement, and thank God for the teachers who understand this. This is a program by me, Michael Garner, entitled One Last Chance, which includes I Am More by Sandy Donohughe, The Victims of Standardized Testing by Ruslana Westerland, An Ode to Standardized Testing by itsannanonymous, Dead Poet Society by Peter Weir, Dear Even Hansen by Steven Levenson, and Legend by Mary Lou. When I finished my trial, I felt so sure of my answers I didn't even bother to watch them graded. But then the admins ushered me into a corner of the trial stadium with a bunch of other kids. They stamped something onto my test, stuffed me onto a train headed downtown. I didn't get to take anything except the pendant I wore around my neck. Didn't even get to say goodbye. No slipping up if you slip away, so I got nothing to share. No, I got nothing to say. You must strive to find your own voice, because the longer you wait to begin, the less likely you're going to find it at all. I am a special person, a person with unique skills and talents, a person with feelings. I get excited, I get happy, angry, sad, and frustrated when I don't get it. I worry sometimes too. I am a special person with hopes and dreams and plans. I am more than a score on a test. Please help me remember that. I am more. Step out of the sun if you keep getting burned. It's almost always the slum sector kids who fail. If you're in this unlucky category, the Republic sends officials to your family's home. They make your parents sign a contract and give the government custody over you. They say that you've been sent away to the Republic's labor camps and that your family will not see you again. Your parents just nod and agree. Few even celebrate, because the Republic gives them 1,000 notes and a condolence gift. Money and one less mouth to feed? What a thoughtful government. I am a special person. This is a boy who must have barely passed his trial. But that doesn't make sense. He doesn't act like a desperate street kid. He has so many more sides to him, and I wonder if he's always lived in these slum sectors. Step out of the sun, because you've learned. They're not that different from you, are they? Same haircut, full of hormones just like you. Invincible, just like you feel. The world is their oyster. They believe they're destined for great things, just like many of you. Their eyes are full of hope, just like you. Did they wait until it was too late to make from their lives even one iota of what they were capable? Because you see, gentlemen, these boys are now fertilizing daffodils. But if you listen real close, you can hear them whispering their legacy to you. Go on, lean in, listen. You hear it? Carpe. Hear it? Carpe. Carpe diem. Seize the day, boys. Make your lives extraordinary. On the outside, always looking in, will I ever be more than I've always been? Why would the Republic give you these wounds, Dave? Why would they want to damage someone who got a perfect 1,500 on his trial score? What are you talking about? I failed my trial. No, you didn't. You got a perfect score. Is this some kind of trick? A perfect score? I don't know anyone who's gotten a perfect 1500. I did. You did. You're the prodigy with the perfect score. Yes, and apparently so were you. Because I'm tapping on the glass, waving through a window. No matter what anybody tells you, words and ideas can change the world. Carpe diem. So this is a poem for the kids who are scared, for the kids who are afraid to be open. We will speak the undeclared and scream what we already know. To the adults who think we're brainless, to the adults who think we're slow. They would never guess this, but they are the senseless. So listen to the kids who know best. It's time to take our bid. Put these other ideas to rest. The gifted child, who asks the pi number questions in the 3rd grade, and the teacher hands him a packet to practice. The poor child whose brain has not forgotten Maslow. The compassionate child who wants to learn about the injustices of the world. The English learner who by definition is not proficient in English, and yet tested 5 weeks out of the school year instead of learning English. The creative child whose teacher says, "We don't have time for that, I'm sorry." The ADHD child who needs movement but is pressured to sit down and bubble in. The refugee child who did plenty of drill and kill math in the refugee camps. The teenager who wants to fit in, even if it means doing poorly on the test. The actor child who wants to act out every story he reads. And bubbling in is killing him and he begins to misbehave. The poet child, like myself, who thinks and writes in poems, but is forced to fit in that 5-paragraph essay mold. The teacher, who does her best, but the test scores are still too low. The principal, who forgoes his own principles so that his school does not be penalized. The school that sacrifices everything just to make the AYP. The community that falsely accuses the school and its teachers for low performance. And the nation that loses the freedom to create, dream, and imagine. Those cherished freedoms that are pursued by the immigrants who come to find them here. Can anybody see? Is anybody waving back at me? It's like I never made a sound. Will I ever make a sound? Did I miss anything? Oh yes. Thinking is sacrificed. Creativity is boxed in. Ingenuity is outsourced. Compassion is multiple choiced. Questioning is standardized. Synthesis is drilled. Answers to life problems, those cannot be bubbled in. Remember, carpe diem. Seize the day, boys. Make your lives extraordinary. Because you are more